I'm about to describe 6 retirement households to you. Don't tell me, just guess in your head which one you'd rather be. Ready? Household A has $1.2 million saved. Household B has $350,000 saved. Got your answer? Most people pick A instantly. Almost nobody picks B. Here's the problem. By the end of this video, you're going to find out that a huge number of people who read that answer got it backwards. And worse, you might not actually know which household you already are. Let's find out, starting from the top. Tier 6. The untouchable money. At the very top, about 1 in 11 households, roughly 9%, never actually spend their principal at all. Dividends, rental income, business distributions cover the entire lifestyle. Social Security still shows up, but it's basically pocket change to them. A line item, not a lifeline. These are retired business owners, physicians, executives. If you're picturing the winners of retirement, this is who you're picturing. But here's the twist already. Their biggest risk isn't running out, it's concentration. Money tied up in too few sources, in too few places. Sounds safe, isn't always. Tier 5. Rich but fighting the IRS. One rung down, about 13% of households, and here's where something strange happens. The fear of running out disappears completely, and it gets replaced by a new fear, the IRS. At this level, a Medicare surcharge called IRMAA can quietly kick in based on income from 2 years ago, and required withdrawals starting at 73 can shove you into a higher bracket you didn't see coming. These are people with plenty of money who now spend their energy trying to avoid accidentally paying more of it in tax. Tier 4, comfortable and systemized. Next. About 17% of households have 3 or more income streams running like clockwork, Social Security, a pension or annuity, and planned withdrawals. And here's a stat that should stop you. Research shows retirees spend twice as much when income feels guaranteed versus pulling the same amount from a portfolio. The luxury here isn't the money, it's the permission to actually use it. Tier 3. The actual sweet spot. Here it is. Right in the middle, about 16% of households is what planners quietly call the real sweet spot. Not because it's the most money, but because it's the most guaranteed money. Picture a retired teacher and firefighter, married, $350,000 saved. That's household B from the start. Their 2 pensions plus Social Security bring in $68,000 a year guaranteed before their portfolio contributes a single dollar. Now picture household A, $1.2 million in an IRA, 3 times the balance. But every single month they have to decide how much to pull out, from where, in what kind of market. When stocks drop, so does their confidence by income, not net worth. The $350,000 couple is ahead of the millionaires. That was the trick in the opening question. You picked the bigger number. Most people do. It's usually the wrong answer. Tier 2. One emergency away. Below that, about 18% of households have Social Security plus a modest cushion, usually $50,000 to $150,000 in savings. The defining trait here isn't the amount, it's that withdrawals aren't planned, they're reactions. The furnace breaks, money comes out. A medical bill hits, money comes out. Do that during a market downturn a few times, and a portfolio that should have lasted decades doesn't. Tier 1. Every dollar already spent. And at the very bottom, roughly 27% of households, more than 1 in 4, live entirely on Social Security. Every dollar is spoken for before it arrives. A $900 car repair isn't an inconvenience. It's a crisis. But there's something important here too. The safety nets that exist for this tier aren't charity. People paid into this system for decades. Using it is collecting a claim they already earned. So go back to the start. Household A, $1.2 million. Household B, $350,000. If you picked A, you picked net worth. Most people do, but the households that actually feel secure at every single level of this list weren't the ones with the biggest number. They were the ones whose income was built on purpose. Net worth is a scoreboard. Income is the actual game. If this changed how you think about your own number, hit subscribe. I break down exactly this kind of thing every week. And in the comments, tell me honestly, which tier do you think you're actually in once you stop looking at your balance and start looking at your monthly income? I read every comment, and yours might be my next video. Take care of yourself out there.